Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexual Life, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button right down here below this video, right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we go along if you're enjoying the content. If you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this wonderful book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. I'm also the founder of asexualise.com, the founder of Asexualise Academy, which is the world's first online training centre and school for asexuals and asexuality. So welcome to tonight's episode, which is in response to a viewer. So I had this absolutely beautiful message from someone who watches this channel, saying that my videos on this channel have really helped them to understand themselves better. And they just wanted me to know that. So they're so happy that I do this channel and have these videos. And that just really, really touched my heart. And, you know, it made me feel like it's really worthwhile doing these videos. I do these videos and it's just really good if you get feedback like that, because it means that I should continue, because obviously, you know, I'm here to do videos for you guys. If you guys don't enjoy them, don't like them, don't want them or need them, there's no point in me doing them. So I from time to time, it's nice if one of you guys checks it, or girls, or they or them check in with me and just say, you know, like something like that. And I wasn't expecting it, and it was just beautiful. I'm not going to go into all their personal story, but they told me their very personal story. And I found it really touching that this channel and my videos had helped this person so much. And so I want to give a big shout out to that person. They know who they are. And so, yeah, I just was blown away by their beautiful, beautiful messages. Lots of love to you for that. And today I want to talk to you about something to do with that message. I'll only go into one thing because obviously it's a personal message to me, but I told them that I was gonna, you know, do a video about this topic, and that's the fact that asexuality is not a sin, and to not have sex is not a sin either. Okay, so this particular person unfortunately had someone very close to them say to them that not having sex is a sin. And I want to be quite categorically frank up front with you and say this. I'm looking at you in the eye when I say this. Not having sex is not a sin. Okay? I repeat it. Not having sex is not a sin. Right? You know, this person was trying to make this person who was saying it is a sin was trying to make this person feel bad, like they should be having sex, that it's sinning against God if you don't have sex, as basically that's what we're here to do, that's what the species is made for. And I'm here to tell you it's simply not true. Right? We have the choice in life when we're born on this planet Earth. We can have sex and we can have children if we want or not. Both of them are choices in life, right? You know, I believe God, the universe, you know, I believe in my intuition. I kind of believe in, I'm more spiritual than religious, but I do believe in God at the same time. So it's kind of like both I believe in. But I talk to God directly, not through Jesus. So I don't believe in the Holy Spirit. I'd never got that or understood it. And I'm not going to get deep into religion now, but I'm just telling you that not having sex is not a sin. And if you do look at any type of sin, lust is a sin. So therefore, out of the two of not having sex and having sex, which do you think actually would be considered a sin more than the others if you're going by the fact that lust is a sin? If someone's not having sex, they're not interested in it, they don't want to do it, there's no lust there. They're not interested in it. This person is demi-romantic. They don't have any interest in having sex. They don't have those feelings. They don't want that. They don't need that, right? What I will tell you is a sin is when you do something that harms another person or that harms yourself. That is what an actual sin is, right? So if a person who's asexual is having sex When they don't want to, they are sinning against themselves and their soul. They're like abusing their soul. If they don't want to do it, I appreciate that some asexuals don't mind having sex. I'm not talking about them, right? If you want to have sex as an asexual, that's fine. Just having sex as an asexual doesn't change your sexual orientation. I've had it in the past. I want to make that clear, right? But I'm talking about the asexuals that don't want sex. It's not okay to tell an asexual that just because they're not having sex, they're sinning against God and there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with not having sex. Some people don't like certain foods, right? It's not a sin that they don't eat that food. They just don't like it. We're put on this planet Earth actually to fulfill our own life purposes and to work out what those life purposes are. And each of us are individuals. There's people that are living like chameleons. They are changing like the wind because they cannot be themselves, secure enough in themselves to completely be themselves around other people. They feel they have to change and adapt all the time to whoever's around them. So how the heck do you know who they are? It's much better to be with someone or to be someone who knows who they are, who knows what they want in life, and who knows if they don't want sex, they don't want sex. Doesn't matter what age they are. This person, happens to be 20, right? And, they were on about, the person that was saying stuff about sinning, was saying about them being too young. It's never too young to know you're asexual. It's never too young to know what you like and what you don't like. It doesn't mean to say you can't change your mind if you want to, but it shouldn't be that older people think you're going to change your mind as gospel, like you're bound to. I saw a cow today outside. Honey morn. Oh, right. Okay. Thank you for that. I saw a cow today outside. What does that mean? Anyway, cows are beautiful. I like cows. If you're talking about the animal cow. So basically, to not have sex is not a sin, right? That's what I'm saying, and you need to be you in life, you need to stick up for what you believe in. And so I knew when I was 15 years old that I didn't want children. And the doctor was like, oh, you'll change your mind when you're older. It's like, no, I won't. I was adamant. I knew my own mind from a very, very, very early age. Exactly. Asexuality is not a sin. I totally agree with you. Exactly. That's what this video is about, because someone who was, if you didn't watch the beginning of this video, someone wrote into me a lovely message about how these videos really help them understand themselves better. They're asexual. And someone close to them said that to not have sex is a sin, like against God, because that's what we're created for. But, we're not created for all of us created to have sex. You don't have to have sex. We're created in life to experience our own version of reality, as in experience our own life. We're here to have our own life purpose. Some of us haven't worked that out yet. Some people don't even know they've got life purpose. But if you start to live a conscious life, you become very aware that you have a life purpose. My main life purpose is writing, followed very, 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 very closely by asexuality. I know that. I just know I'm born to talk about asexuality for the rest of my life till I die. Basically, I just won't stop talking about it or being part of it. I can't help it. It's something that's inbuilt into me. I obviously was put on this planet Earth to help asexuals. Other people help asexuals, not just me, but I know that's my second life purpose. First is writing, so I've got other books that I do need to get out. Like I've just released my fibromyalgia self-help handbook. That was a book that I had to write. I'm still working on the printed version, so that is something I had to write. But that book contains a chapter which talks about asexuality, introduces asexuality to a completely different spectrum of people who've got fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain disability, which I do have, but I managed to well. So I'm still bringing asexuality into that. Do you see how this is going? So my life purpose is to get asexuality recognised throughout the globe as a sexual orientation in its own right, so that no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. I am very, very, very specific on that. Asexuality in its own right. because people need to know that it's separate. Although we're part of the LGBT acronym, and I accept that we're part of that acronym because we're LGBT plus QIA with an A on the end. I also believe in myself that we need to get asexuality recognised as a separate, entity. So I think we should work with LGBT people. I have LGBT friends, but I also know that we need to get it recognised separately, because if generations go by and they think every asexual person is gay, lesbian, trans or bisexual, then society isn't going to grasp the concept of not having sex. And children need to be taught from an early age in school that it's okay that some people are called asexuals and those people don't have sex if they don't want to. A lot of them don't experience any sexual attraction whatsoever. Obviously, if they're on the more sexual end of the asexual spectrum, then they would. But they're pure asexuals, the ones that are fully asexual, if you like. We don't experience any sexual attraction. Doesn't mean to say we don't have sex of us, but we don't experience any sexual attraction, and people have to understand from an early age that it's okay, that option is available. And what's lacking in our society at the moment is knowing this option to not have sex is available, and to not make it wrong to not want or need or have sex. There was a guy who came to me today who I'm connected to on Facebook, asexual in another country, and he is asexual, and he's a homo romantic. He's a gay asexual guy in his country. There's a lot of problems because they don't recognize asexuality or gay, as well, people who like the same gender. And so they're coming to me for help, and I will try and give them as much help as I can, but at the moment, I can't change a whole country's perception at the moment, But as we work together as a whole unit and team, all these people like me and other people that are raising awareness of asexuality, it should become more and more well known, in the greater world, so that we can live without fear. But it does need, in my opinion, and my mission is to get it recognised in its own right, so that not every person who's not asexual, who's not LGBT, doesn't think that every asexual is lesbian, gay, bi or trans, because obviously those people, trans is to gender anyway, but lesbian, bisexual and, pansexual, they do still have sex. So it's important to make this distinction on our own. It's very, very important for the future of our society that we are well known in our own right as well as part of that, So it's very, 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 very important. And, I just want to clarify once again that asexuality is not a sin, and not having sex is very much not a sin. Like I said, you'd be sinning more if you were hurting someone or your own body. If someone's pushing you for sex against your will, they're sinning against you because they're trying to do something that's going to cause you harm, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or three. That it's going to cause you harm. And if you're allowing a person to do that to you and allowing the pressure to get to you, which I do understand can happen, it's happened to me in the past, then that's sinning against yourself. So not having sex is not a sin. It's more of a sin if you're doing something against your will, because it doesn't sit right with you and it's not what you should be doing with your life. So always live your life for you. Don't think for 1 minute that God's got or anyone's got a problem with anything you do in your life, like not having sex. You're not going to be punished or hated or anything like that. God loves everyone if you believe in God. The universe is full of everyone. It's not limited to one person. We've all got different likes, wants, needs and dislikes, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not having sex. There's nothing wrong with not having children. I've never changed my mind on the fact I don't want kids. And I've been like this since 15 years old. I'm never going to change my mind because I always knew my own mind from a very early age. Maybe some people don't, but I do. I was always very strong with say what I think from a very young age. I'm talking about teenager, like at school. I remember going to the, I hate the dentist, and I remember going to an orthodontist, which they usually talk about brace. Did they talk about brace? No, they just talked about me having teeth out. I said, I'm not having them out. They're like, what? I said, I'm not having them out. I don't want my teeth out. They never mentioned a brace, and I've just told them I'm not having them out. And they couldn't believe that child, you know, under 16 years old would say that to them, would say that to an adult and state their own mind. But that's what I would encourage you always to do in your life, to state your own mind, state your case, stay in your path, and stay being you, because no one does you better, and we're all individual, and it's a blessing we're like that, you know. And if people think you're weird, you know, strange, just say thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that I'm not that I'm unique and different, that I'm not like everyone else, because I really wouldn't like to be like everyone else. I appreciate my individuality. I love myself for it, and I thank myself, you know? And don't get head up about these people that you think you're strange and weird. Just think, good. I'm glad I'm not living like a robot. I'm glad I'm me. And that goes for not wanting sex as well. You're not missing anything. I've had sex before, you know? I think people who remain virgins are good, you know, good for themselves, good for keeping that for yourself. I appreciate you and I respect you, and I think it's good. I was like under pressure to lose my virginity, and I did it, you know, and I didn't have self-love then, but now I do. So it's good. Anyway, love yourself enough to live your own life and be happy. Until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button down below this video right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we go along. You know, now we've come to the end of the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to share it with whoever may benefit. I noticed someone's just come on the live stream now and I'm just going. So if you've got any more questions or anything, if you've got nothing in chat right now, then please leave them down below in between videos. So go and watch this video from the beginning if you haven't watched it already, and leave your comments below. And so yeah, take care, and I'll see you on the next live stream or video. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.